My first monarch butterfly in my garden. It's on the milkweed. Really super important to plant milkweed. The monarch butterflies travel and they have a certain lifespan, and they look for this plant for survival. But after the season's over, you need to cut it down. I forgot to do that last year, so not good, because then they die. They won't move on. So I will definitely do that this year. This plant has gotten huge, but my first one showed up. I'm so excited. And the reason why we need to plant these is there's a shortage of them because of pesticides and more growing, more building. And so if we build these in our yards and in our gardens, and of course we got a bee right there too as well. The flowers are beautiful. But if we plant these, they will survive. And this is my garden. It's a little hot over here, so it's getting a little... I have a Meyer lemon tree right there that I planted. We're already getting lemons on it. You can see those right there. And then I have my pineapple plants over there. That's already produced a couple pineapples. So it looks like it's gonna, 2 more coming my way. Those are my dragon fruit. And then I got a Haas avocado tree. And then I have, thanks to Larry Moore, right over there, pardon my hands, they're dirty. Right over there, I have 2 plumeras. I have 2 in my house, 2 out here, and I have given the rest of them away, what you're supposed to do. And thank you, Larry Moore, for that. But that is outside of my gate, and I am putting a total water system in my garden. I have a total of 30 tomato plants, all heirloom tomatoes. Oh, there she is. She's trying to come back. I better leave here and let her go. But I have all heirloom tomatoes. And what I did was, with the heirloom tomatoes, I planted, if you can see there, basil, which helps keep insects away. Basil's a really good deterrent. This one, I actually planted some onions around it. And they're in all different sizes. And this is where my milk plant is. Oh, there's the butterfly. There she is. Or he. Gorgeous. I wanted to make sure I captured her. And these are all heirloom tomatoes. Like I said, I grew all of them from seed. And this has a various of pineapple mint. I've got bay leaf here. I got another basil, African purple basil. I've got lemon thyme, and this is, I think that's Italian oregano. I have lemon balm. Oh, lemon balm is amazing. I take these leaves when they get a certain size, and I dry them out in my freeze dryer, and then I make tea with them. Really good for your digestion, for anxiety, helping you to sleep, and also good for your appetite. So an appetite suppressant, so it's really great. But what you want to do with all your plants, I put in flowers. And you want to put plant-friendly flowers that'll help keep the pesticides away, but also look beautiful. Once again, this one here, I put some more onions at the bottom of those. Those are just plain white olives. I do have my Walla Walla onions that are growing. All kinds of peppers. I keep my peppers separated. There's a reasoning for that, because they can cross-pollinate. And I like to keep a lot of peppermint. This is spearmint. And I keep that in my garden too, because that keeps rodents away. So you want to make your garden look beautiful, but also keep the pests away. So that's the way to do it. And I have tomatoes coming in already everywhere. I'm going to be canning these, another pepper plant. I don't have a space to garden, as you can tell, but I love where we are. And where we build our ADU, I'll be doing this on top of the rooftop when we go there. But what I'm going to do with the tomatoes is I'm going to can them and make my own tomato sauce. Pasta sauce. And let's go here. We have all different kinds. I make sure I put my labels in them. And that's what's the one called? Cosmonaut vodka. And we've got already starting in there, you see? Some big ones. Already in the back side. There's one over here and she's almost ready. Can't wait. Can't get to her. Oh, there. But today I'm putting more stability sticks in them to help them because they're just getting so big. Like this one, you get back, I mean, I'm standing here. This one goes all the way up. And like I said, I have 30 plants. I'm going to take some of them down, cut a few pieces off of them. If you find a branch where there's another branch growing in the center of it, here's a perfect example. You see this? And you have another plant growing right in the center here. Oh, actually, that's the top. Let me see. That's actually not it. Let me find one that's going. Oh, here's one that's growing. Okay, so you want to see this one. And then you see the little plant that's growing here. As soon as this one gets big enough, you can cut this one off and you can put it in a little bit of soil and it will grow roots, and then you can repot it. And then you have another plant. So I'll be doing that with these. I just want to get enough so I have enough to can, and I'm looking at hopefully getting probably at least 12 to 2 dozen cans of tomato sauce. These I love right here. These are my green stalks. I have 2 of them. I wish I had more. These are amazing. I'm growing green onions. I keep clipping these, eating them. Some of them I freeze dry, put in jars. I've been having a little bit of problems with some little bit of friends here, but I've been spraying those, so they're doing good. These are different types of peppers, so I can make my peppers. I have some rosemary in here. I have different types of lettuce. Some of my herbs are a little low. I've been freeze drying those too as well, sticking those in and jarring those. I've been putting them in little quart jars, so which gives me lots of herbs to cook with and will stay for a long time. I use Desante food grade air savers in them, and it helps keep them for a long time. And we got tomato, we do have little baby tomatoes over here that we've been using. More pepper plants. Got pepper growing there. Another tomato plant up here. This is where you water your green stock. I actually set up my own watering system all around it. I made sure they go just to the roots. Every single one of them will spray to the roots, and that way it doesn't get the actual whole plant wet. But they do have their own water system you can buy from them as well. I have mine on the rollers, which they can spin. My suggestion for green stock, I wish you came out with an automatic. It would be great for a solar spinner where it's spun by itself and rotated slowly. That would be really cool. And if you could run it by your phone, having a smart turn would be great. So green stock, if you're listening to this, that would be a great idea, because I go fishing a lot and travel, and we go places, and I'd love to have all my plants get even amount of sun. And if that was a possibility to create something like that, it'd be really good. They do come with tops on these too. I don't have them, but like I said, I don't water mine like this anymore. Every once in a while I do, but I don't. Got these 2 years ago. Every year I take them down. I take the soil, I mix the soil up with some fresh soil, and then I replant. Over here, these are sweet potatoes. I thought they would be ready. I planted them last September. Nope, not ready yet. They're going to take a while. But in the back side, I have my sugar snap peas, and those are growing up, so we'll have those. In between those, on the top, I have some tomato plants, which is okay to do. And I have my Walla Walla onions, which are right here. And then I have some boiler onions and some more onions here. I have peppers, and there's a pepper in here growing. So excited. And in between these plants, like I said, I throw in some stuff to help. I have some mustard greens in there, all kinds of flowers. I put them all here. There's African blue, which is back here. It's an African blue basil plant. And this is the mighty snack ones. I did plant that. So we got a little bit of everything in here. Let's see. But the majority of them, all my heirlooms, though, I grew those myself, and so did my onions as well. Those are all from seed, which I have lights in my garage, and I put them on I put them on a shelving unit, and it works great. And here's more green onions. Got some tomatoes. We've been eating these. We've been eating a lot. Well, I got to cut this green onion down. It's getting too big. But once you cut it, within a week or so, you got more. So it's amazing. All kinds of herbs you can think about. I have thyme, basil, more different types of lettuce growing down there. I have different types of oreganos. My Thai basil's really good. This is the one I'm excited about. This is my pineapple tomato, and I can't wait to get that one. I have my strawberries. This is completely, almost all strawberries. We've been eating a lot of these, so with some of the birds. So I have a little twirly thing I put up here to tour them. Hopefully it's been working. And up here, which is some lettuce, baby greens. These are actually edible flowers, so I'll be putting those out there. We've got different types of romaine, different types of lettuce. My palm, I get some wildflowers around that. And this is, I'm growing lots of this actually up on my deck. This is chamomile, and you clip off the flowers and you dry them out, and you can have the best chamomile tea, which is wonderful. And get all kinds of flowers in here. And this was dying. This is my dill plant. She's old though, but so I just replanted some new dill, and plus I was cutting a bunch of it off and freeze drying a bunch of it, so we have a lot of dill saved up. But this is kind of, it's my jungle. I have them pulled out because they used to all be against the wall, but they're getting too big, which is a good thing. I did plant in the side here some wildflowers, which is bringing in a lot of the attractants, the bees, the pollinators. So I've been seeing bees and butterflies, and birds have been coming. The hummingbirds are here like crazy, of course, because we got the flowers here too as well. And this is mixed greens, and I will be planting some more underneath that, so we'll have that all season. More tomato plants getting there. And this behind we just got back from a fishing trip, so do apologize. These are all wildflowers there too, which they'll be getting their flowers here soon. So if you can plant as many wildflowers around your garden, the better. It'll bring your pollinators. And of course, I've got my succulents. Now this was a problem. It was getting too much sun. This spinach, I'm going to clip off some of this and repot it. It just bolted too soon because of the sun. So there's a special, I'll have to let you guys know which one it is. There's a spinach you can grow that's, it's non-bolting. So I'm going to, I did get some of that, and I'm going to replant that in there. And then we'll come up here. We've got our hummingbirds. We've got to get the feeders filled again, but we keep them around, and then they come by. And let's see what we have here. Oh, we have some more romaine lettuce, more lemon balm. I just got done pruning these and drying some of those out. We have our lilac, a lot of succulents, flowers, flowers, flowers. Like I said, you want your pollinators. We have thyme, more flowers, rosemary. And this is more chamomile. Waiting for those to start flowering. Like lots of chamomile. I want to make a lot of tea. That was my thing I wanted to do. Oh, let me show you this one. This is valerian, and the flowers will be growing here. So I'll be freeze drying the valerian root and the flowers. And that's a really, really good tea as well. And it's really beneficial. You can look that up if you want. I'm not a medical doctor, can't give you that advice. Let's see. Yeah, this is that's not the cilantro, that's from the other. It's my Greek oregano, more oregano. No, I think that's Italian oregano. And this is kind of funny. This is my cilantro. It looks sad because I have jars and jars of freeze-dried cilantro. We've been eating this on our tacos and everything, and I've been putting in all kinds of ingredients, but you keep cutting it down and it keeps growing. So I'll eventually cut these out and then grow some more. And more chamomile, all kinds of flowers. This is a sugar plant. What's really great about this, you can dry these out and you can make it into a powder. So I'll probably do that in my freeze dryer and make some sugar for coffee, natural sugar. Some more flowers growing in here, in between here, which you can see them down in here. That's more lemon balm. So I mix lemon balm and everything because I'm using that as well. More flowers, lots of herbs, more African basil. We got There's a different type of cilantro, and I can't remember the name of this one. Let's see if it says it on here. Do I have it? No, I don't. I have English thyme in here. But this cilantro, actually, it's not bad. It gets like a purple color on it. It's really beautiful. And I've had this girl for a long time. She's dry. I gotta give her some water. But that's my rosemary. And then I got some more my palms. They had a gentleman come over and cut down this tree. Well, he dropped something on my deck and smashed my palm, broke it off, but I've got it to grow back. My landlord loves me. He says you have the greenest thumb I know. So he apologized for that, wanted to buy me a whole new thing, and I said no worries, we're all good. But I got a solar system here. So what I do is I got a bucket, that's in Enterprises, a 5-gallon bucket. I'm going to get some more, collect some rainwater, and this feeds it out. It's on a timer, and I have all these will feed themselves. Oh, and more succulents. So all these will feed themselves, and I'll be putting another bucket over here. But yeah, this is my garden and I love it. And I actually got a solar system that's going to be working in my house. So I have a few palms there. So when we go away on vacation, we have a friend that comes over, but I don't want to ask him to water our plants and stuff because, you know, he'll be here watching the house and taking care of our dog. Our little Coco right there. Coco, say hi. And then we got more solar systems here, which we'll be putting up. I'm going to be putting this one up here. I have to get a post for it, and that'll be there. And that'll feed these 15 of them. And then this one feeds these. I do eventually plan on, when we build our ADU, getting some big 55-gallon buckets and putting them in our gutter system. So we'll collect rainwater, and we can utilize that. And I'm trying to find other ways. I know there's ways where you can save your bath water and have it filtered, and that can feed your plants as well. So I'm looking into all of that, so when we build our ADU as a way to save water. But yeah, so this is my garden, and I just want to share it with you guys. This is what I do. I'm back to building fishing rods. I had a problem with my hand. It's getting a little better. Hopefully I don't have another problem, because if not, I'll have to have another surgery, they said. So hopefully I won't. But yeah, this is my garden. I've been fishing, building rods, and making sourdough, which is amazing, canning and freeze drying. And if you guys don't have a freeze dryer, if you're gardening, you really should get one. Oh, there's a bird. Oh, I gotta get that bird out of my garden. It's been trying to eat everything. Yeah, the freeze dryer are really great. I keep that one in my garage, and I really like that one. I've got the medium. You can get them at Costco. It's a Harvest Right. Let me see. Right there. And actually I have it get going because I'm going to put something in it so it's starting to freeze this time. And it's got a little motor system to it, but I freeze dry all my herbs, fruit, vegetables, all kinds of stuff. This thing comes in handy. And then I put them in jars, or I put them in Mylar bags with Desante, food grade packets in them. Kind of things like you see in your medicine pills and your shoes, but these are food grade. And they keep the moisture out and keep it fresh for a very, very long time. Your food can stay up to 20 years when freeze drying. So if you haven't checked out a Harvest Right, you need to. It's harvestright.com. They're out of Utah. You can also look at your local Costco. I know they had some there, but if not, give me a jingle and I'll help set you up with one. Well, thanks guys. Take care, and yeah, thank you for coming with me and sharing my garden.